It was the war that America never wanted to remember. A war it lost, but never admitted. The jungles of Vietnam swallowed the mightiest army on Earth. The world watched as superpower pride fell to guerrilla shadows. This is not just a story of battles. It's a story of arrogance, pain, and a lesson carved in blood. After World War II, America had emerged as the leader of the free world, promising to stop communism wherever it spread. In the 1950s, Vietnam became the next target. When the French lost control after the First Indochina War, the US stepped in to save South Vietnam from the communist North, led by Ho Chi Minh. It seemed simple, a small country divided by ideology, democracy in the South, communism in the North. But America didn't understand Vietnam. The land was a maze of forests, rivers, and tunnels. And the people didn't see Americans as saviors. They saw invaders. The US believed it could crush rebellion with technology, jets, tanks, napalm. They thought power could replace understanding. Yet every bomb created more enemies. The jungles became the real battlefield, where the enemy was invisible, and every village could hide a sniper. The war had begun, and America was already lost in the fog. By 1965, 500,000 American soldiers were fighting in Vietnam. The government promised victory was near. Generals said the enemy was breaking. But the truth was hidden under numbers. Every day, soldiers died in ambushes, landmines, and jungle traps. The Viet Cong used the terrain as their ally, fighting in shadows, vanishing like smoke. The war that was supposed to be quick turned into an endless nightmare. On television back home, Americans saw the truth. Burning villages, crying children, soldiers questioning why they were even there. Public faith cracked. Yet Washington kept saying, "We are winning." Then came the Tet Offensive, January 1968. The North Vietnamese attacked over 100 cities at once, even storming the US Embassy in Saigon. America fought back hard, but the damage was done. Not on the battlefield, but in the mind. The illusion of control was destroyed. The people no longer believed. Across America, protests erupted. Young men burned draft cards. Mothers begged for their sons to come home. Veterans returned broken, haunted. President Lyndon Johnson stepped down. Richard Nixon took power promising peace, but instead expanded the war into Cambodia and Laos. The bombs grew louder. Agent Orange turned forests into death zones. Civilians died by the millions. The US military began to question its own mission. Soldiers were fighting not for victory, but for survival. The world watched as the greatest army in history seemed powerless against farmers and rebels. The longer it fought, the weaker America looked. In 1973, under immense pressure, America signed a peace deal and began withdrawing troops. 2 years later, the nightmare ended. April 30th, 1975. North Vietnamese tanks crashed through the gates of Saigon. Helicopters lifted desperate Americans and allies off the embassy roof as chaos filled the streets below. The city fell. The war was over. The United States had lost, not just the war, but its confidence, its image, and its faith. The Vietnam War was more than a defeat. It was a mirror showing the limits of power. America learned that technology cannot win hearts, and propaganda cannot hide truth. Over 58,000 American soldiers died. Millions of Vietnamese perished. Yet the world learned something deeper. No empire, however mighty, can conquer the will of a people fighting for their own land. The echoes of Vietnam still haunt every modern conflict, a reminder that pride can be more dangerous than any weapon. Because in the end, the greatest loss is not on the battlefield. It's the loss of understanding why you fought at all.